seems to like be a strength of yours the most of the.
Yeah, so, Drew Pine is a great example of, what is, in my opinion, how we do our business in our program, right? We bring in a transfer and, he doesn't put his name in the portal. What he does is he says, you know what? I'm going to prepare myself to be the best version of Drew Pine, and when my number's called, I'm going to be ready. And I see that every day in practice, Pete. I mean, he gets 40% of the reps now. Not a lot of coaches do that. So 60% go to the starter, 40% go to the second quarterback, and he gets 40%. Tyler was not getting reps this week because he had a tight hamstring, so we were able to focus a lot of the reps on him. And just when you see him prepare, you have that confidence that you can put him in the game. As it relates to what we're doing defensively, and I think I alluded to this when we've had our opportunities to answer questions about our defense, was that, we just needed to tap the brakes early on about, our defense. It takes some time to get everything in, and there's layers to our defense. We played a lot of man early on. We've added some of our dime and nickel packages, and quite frankly, we've got some guys making plays. I mean, Cam's a great example of it, right? Cam gets called for a PI, he lets that go, which you have to at corner, and he steps underneath the same play for a pick. So we're just developing, and so Marcus is getting his players to develop on defense, and we're adding some layers to that defense.
Brian, when your team is able to win the way it did today, with overcoming some injuries in the game, overcoming some injuries before the game, and you have young guys step up, what does that do now? What does that do moving forward?
Yeah, so, we've been talking about, just, look, everybody's trying to, peg teams, early on, who are they? We're still trying to figure ourselves out, right? But everybody had us already figured out as to who we were, and I just know that it's a resilient group that believes they're going to win, and that in itself, when you have a group of football players that there's some talent on this football team, it's young, there's some inexperience, but there's such a strong commitment to their preparation. They work so hard in preparing, and then they believe they're going to win. Man, you put those things together. Now you got to go make plays, but they just have a strong will that they believe they're going to win. Now somebody might come in and take that away one week, but we told them, listen, we're all in with this team in terms of preparing each week and taking our best shot.